Welcome to our class for today. Economics is the class, and we are going to look at basic features of economic system. What are the basic features of economic system? We are going to look at three kinds of economic systems that are operated in the world. We'll look at a capitalist economy, a socialist economy, and then we'll look at a mixed economy. Capitalist economy, socialist economy, then mixed economy. Welcome to the class. Have you watched the class on cost revenue? Have you watched the class on how to prepare schedule for cost revenue? If you have not, those were our classes for about 3 classes or 2 classes a week. Navigate through the channel and watch that. So today we are going to go to our class, but before then, let me remind you, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing so that we can grow the channel. Share the videos. Invite those you think will benefit from this online class. Let's make the channel grow bigger. Let's make learning part of your life. Let's learn everywhere you go. It's a mobile class where you learn everywhere you go. You can be at home, you learn. You're on vacation, you can learn. Wherever you are, you can learn. That's the purpose of this class, or this is the purpose of this channel. So please follow along. If you like what we do here, give us a thumbs up. If you have suggestion, suggest. If you have comments or you have questions, our point of interaction is the comment box. I told you it's not a monologue class, it's a dialogue class, a discussion between you and I. And that's our place, a point of discussion. So let's go to the class. We're going to look at 3 objectives of the basic features of economic system. When we talk about the capitalist economy, what does it mean? Socialist economy, what does it mean? And then mixed economy. Now let's take the first one, which is capitalist economy. A capitalist economy means a situation whereby the factors of production is being controlled by private individuals. If you remember when we discussed basic economic problem of what to produce, how to produce, whom to produce, we discussed that in your SX1 class. This is your SX2 class. And we saw how we can tackle these basic economic problems of what to produce, how to produce, whom to produce. And so, in a capitalist system, this basic economic problem is solved by private individuals. They determine what to produce, they determine whom to produce to, and they determine to what kind of product they are going to produce to the general public. So in this kind of system, the bourgeois are in control. The top of the system, the rich are in control because they hold the means of production. They produce, the markets, and so final consumer buy from them. So a capitalist system has to do with a system whereby private individuals host the production process. They're in charge of the economy. They control the economy. Now let me talk about some of the features of a capitalist economy. Number 1 is that profit maximization is their major aim, because you don't think of an individual that will go into business and use it to do a free bid for everybody. Go ahead and take it free. No, they are not concerned about the general welfare. They are concerned about their profit, because they are private individuals who have gone into business for profit making. So profit maximization is one of the capitalist features. Another one is individual satisfaction. Capitalism enables an individual to embark on action for the least sacrifice that will give him the greatest amount of satisfaction. Okay? It's a free market enterprise. Capitalism enables individuals the freedom to choose their occupation, choose what they want to consume, choose what they want to do with their life. Production and consumption are regulated by pricing system. If your price is low, people go for your own. If your price is high, it becomes a class distinction. And so, the pricing system, competitors If you remember, I have dealt with pricing system in this class. What are the reasons that having pricing system? You talk about competition, you can talk about alternative product, you talk about high cost of product, luxury product, we talk about discount product and the rest of them. We talk about brands. Those are things that make for pricing. And so this system, pricing system, is what help enable accumulation of wealth are for the bourgeois, the upper class of the world, because they are in control of the means of production. Remember, I'm talking about the futures of a socialist economy. And we told you that a socialist economy is economy controlled by private individuals. Profit maximization is their optimum goal. Wealth creation is their major goal. Pricing system determines their market system. You see it, and then consumers have choice to choose from production that have been produced. Okay? Economic activity are market oriented. All economic activity is in an effort to maximize profit. It's geared towards demand and supply. The higher the demand, the higher the production. The higher the price, the higher the demand, the production, sorry. If you go to the law of demand and the law of supply, we have discussed subclasses away in your SS1. Navigate through the channel. If you want to have that class, that SS1 class, head over to Class Online School and purchase it for a token. If you have the time, navigate through the channel. They are all here. You will find them. But if you want them just in a folder so you can see it class by class, we have more than about 30 classes in your SS1 class. Go to Class Online School and purchase it for just a token. Alright, and then consumers have freedom of choice. That's for a socialist kind of economy. Now, what about the socialist kind of economy? Socialism. A production process whereby governments are in control of the production process. The state is in control of the production process. That's to say that production process is not left in the hands of private individuals. And then government or the state controls the means of production. Why? Because they are concerned about the welfare of the citizenry. Their optimal satisfaction is their major goal, not profit maximization. So the state carry out production process that will benefit the state in general. Now, what are the major features of socialist economy? Number one is that joint decision making. We have different arms of government, and so they come together to make decisions on what benefits the masses. Another one is ownership by the state makes it very important for citizens' priority to be placed first, not profit maximization. It's a non-profit market. Though the government can make profit in some production sector, but it is not majorly for profit maximization. Alright? It promotes the welfare of the general public, not just those at the top, not the upper class, not the bourgeois. The welfare of the general public is looked at. Distribution of income. In the capitalist economy, the bourgeois take the wealth. But in a socialist economy, it is distributed across, because everybody have the means to enjoy the benefits of production. Okay, a non-pricing competitive market. Pricing system is not the problem. The government puts in the price and everybody complies with the pricing system. So also they have freedom of choice for individuals. Though all of these systems has their own shortcoming. When we get to your SS3, we're going to talk about the advantages and the disadvantages. But this is the class you have, SS2. We're going to explain the meaning, the features they possess in this kind of economic system. So we have seen a socialist kind of system, a system where government or the state controls the means of production, what to produce, when to produce, what to produce. It is not profit oriented. It distributes income across. The welfare of the general public is their major aim. Freedom of choice is there. Pricing system is not a problem because the government plays the pricing system. Profit maximization is not the major aim. And so a socialist system, it's a very kind of, it's a good system that helps the government to look into the welfare of the general public. Now we have seen these two systems, the capitalist system and the socialist system. What's a mixed economy? A mixed economy has to do with combination of both the socialist system and the capitalist system. The capitalist system is ownership by the individual. The socialist system is ownership by the government. Now when you come and marry both together, it means that a mixed system is an economic system that brings in both private individuals and governments into the production process. So the government handle part of the production process, private individuals equally come and handle part of the production process, right? So a lot of countries run this kind of system because it makes it flexible. It handles the shortcoming of the capitalist economy and the shortcoming of socialist economy, because when you put both together, it brings a whole into the system. And so both the private individuals and the government or the state comes to control the production process. So if both comes to control the production process, what are some of the features that they possess? It's going to be a combination of the system of a socialist system and a combination of a capitalist system. But let me just paraphrase: joint decision making. The private individuals come into round table talk with the government to make decisions. Okay? Freedom of choice for the general public. Then, so we have been able to describe the basic feature of economic system. We saw capitalism, socialism, and a mixed economy. We saw these as business, a kind of production that is handled by private individuals. Socialism, a kind of production system that is handled by the government. And mixed economy, a combination of socialism and capitalism and socialism, where both private individuals and the state come together to decide on production process. Most times people felt that the mixed economy is the best, while other countries practice other kind of economic system. We saw their features, and in your SS2 we'll talk about the advantages and disadvantages, and we'll still deliberate on it. In your government class, we have dealt with this basic economic system. SS1 government, we've dealt with it. So I always tell you that your classes are interrelated, interwoven. Government have dealt with this, commerce have dealt with this, here economics is dealing with it. We'll still carry over this knowledge to SS2. That's why I said carry over your knowledge. There is nothing new you are learning in your SS classes. There are things you transfer from your JS classes to your SS classes. And that's how you're going to meet them in your tertiary institution. So please don't joke with your education. Carry over your knowledge. Don't drop a knowledge you have learned. Let it be part and parcel of you. That's why we'll have this channel. So you learn everywhere. You can keep learning. You can keep watching them. It becomes part of you and you can do better. So this will be our class for today. Thank you for dropping by on the channel. Thank you for being my community. I appreciate you all. Let's grow the community. Let's make it great. Invite more persons to this channel. Parents, come along and download some of our video classes for your children. You can equally head over to Class Online School and buy some of our courses. It go a long way to help the channel. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. If you're a returning subscriber, I love you. Thank you for subscribing. If you always drop by on the channel and listen to our classes, thank you. You are greatly appreciated. Until I come your way next class, thank you for being here.